had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. Plastic, y'all, as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that.
The NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. From Oracle Arena in Oakland, it's the Golden State Warriors getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Warriors coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
To Thompson, fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Leonard. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Thompson. Not that time. He misses. Durant to Green. Curry buries it on the catch and shoot.
Okay, I see you throwing the ball like a quarterback in the pocket for the touchdown.
Lowry into the front court. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Here comes the screen. Lowry matched up with Durant. To Leonard. Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Durant. For three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Toronto with the basketball. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Curry. No good. That's great defense. To Ibaka. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Look, no one was more disappointed in how the 18 season ended than Kyle Lowry. I'm sure he's been playing those games over and over in his mind like a bad nightmare. I would be shocked if we don't see a bigger edge he is. They need to start finding some answers in the 6 and quick.
And Stephen Curry, we say it time and time again, not much the defense could have done there.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Nothing going here on that drive. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant from long range. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. Shakes free and hits.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Lowry to Leonard. The drive, right to the basket. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Surveys the floor. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Damian Jones. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down on the ground and make a play.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Curry has it. Fires the three. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Ibaka to Van Vliet. Kawhi Leonard. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
It's so good to see Kawhi back and flourishing on the court. Remember last offseason, there were a lot of questions about where he would end up. But I'm glad to see he's playing like a franchise guy, and he's proving it tonight.
And Kevin Durant, unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Here's Leonard for 2. And the Warriors have the rebound. Cousins to Durant. Well defended. Rejected by Durant.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
That's blocked by Durant. Durant across the timeline. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. "17-footer at the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time to count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone going to miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
Fred Van Vliet down low to Monroe. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Green to Thompson. Going to launch beyond the arc. And splash. Klay Thompson. Quick catch and shoot there for 3.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, Eventually, I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
The big guy, Greg Monroe. He's 2 for 2 now.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Count the basket at the rim.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Smothering D. Danny Green to Monroe. Nice pass to get things going.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Livingston across the timeline. Leads 1. Thompson, now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard. Lowry. And the rebound taken by the Warriors. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads just a point. To Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Thompson. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 4. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
It's Golden State basketball. Curry. Tough shot. He hits. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate on the offensive end.
Lowry, tough matchup against Durant. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Leonard. Gets it in the left corner. Ibaka. Lowry. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To Curry. Here's a chance from long range, and Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the 3. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to...
Start for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New blood coming in for both sides. Leonard. And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Curry. 4-3. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
Curry to bring it up. It's an 11-point game. That's how you defend. Kawhi Leonard. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Green to Curry. Fires the three. Not easy.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Durant across the timeline. His guys leading by 14. Curry, and it's good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Lowry to Ibaka, trying to cash in. Shot by Ibaka won't go down. Curry trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Curry. He engulfed him that time. Deep three at the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Warriors entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Raptors have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Blocks.
The Golden State Warriors have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
Steph Curry did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Warriors have the basketball. Thompson. Not done yet. Kicks it outside to Thompson for three. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Can't convert the free throw. Curry with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. Yes, and the foul.
And we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Warriors have the basketball. Thompson to Durant from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry. Oh, that's how it's done. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense. Rejected by Green.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. They'll get it down to Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It's blocked by Boogie.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lowry with it. His guys down big to Danny Green. Driving right to the basket.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Toronto has the basketball. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Curry. That won't go. Durant to Green. Curry buries it.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Thompson, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Ibaka to Danny Green. Turned away by Cousins.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
So Lowry. Short jumper won't go down. To Curry. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Lowry has the basketball. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Stephen Curry surpassing his own NBA record. His 14th three-pointer of the ball game.
And he just made me tap my own chest and touch the sky.
Lowry takes aim at Steph Curry. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
That's good D. Shot no good. Lowry into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. From the painted area, won't go down. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Curry. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a bundle to Danny Green. Lowry. Jonas Valanciunas. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Curry to Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Fred VanVleet. Lowry buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Warriors with a commanding lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Possession lies with Golden State. Livingston to Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. Here's Leonard for two. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Livingston to Durant. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. It's Cook with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Tough shot. Well defended. It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Valanciunas. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Durant across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. The big guy, Greg Monroe. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
And the last 10 sequences, you don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Nice work by Fred VanVleet.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Toronto with the basketball. Oh, blocked by Green.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Ibaka to Leonard. Terrific vision. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Curry. Thompson. No good. That's great defense. Lowry, defended by Steph Curry. Finish that, and it's cleared by Thompson.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Thompson. Curry. Over to the right side. Durant. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Beyond the arc for 3. That no good. Off the mark. Lowry. To Van Vliet. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Curry, another one goes down. Did you ever think we'd see a night like this?
Easy answer, no.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Leonard. Lowry. And the rebound comes down to Green.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Thompson to Curry. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Leonard. Lowry. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Green to Curry. Green. Second effort. To Green. Curry. Durant. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Lowry to Valanciunas. Oh, he had it. Draymond Green. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Cousins up to block the shot.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors have earned the ultimate prize, an NBA championship. They faced adversity this season, but they didn't let it prevent them from achieving their dream. This was a series that will be hard to forget. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Raptors won't get to lift the Larry O'Brien trophy. It was one of the best seasons in the franchise history, but without a championship, it's likely to be forgotten. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Toronto Raptors simply couldn't find their rhythm from three, and at the same time, let their defense give up way too much perimeter scoring.
Player of the game.
Steph Curry put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for another NBA season. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, thanks for making us your choice for hoop.